In a beautiful garden, there was a young girl named Maya who loved to spend her time among the flowers and plants. She often noticed a colorful butterfly fluttering from one flower to another, dancing gracefully in the sunlight. Curious about the butterfly's enchanting movements, Maya decided to sit quietly and observe it closely. She noticed that whenever the butterfly landed on a flower, it stayed there for just a few moments before taking off again. Maya thought to herself, how wonderful it would be to have such freedom and lightness of being. I want to learn how to control my mind like that butterfly controls its flight. Determined to achieve this, Maya sought the guidance of a wise old gardener who was known for his insights into the natural world. Master, she said, I wish to learn how to control my mind. Can you help me? The old gardener smiled and nodded. He led Maya to a peaceful spot in the garden and asked her to close her eyes. Now, imagine that you are the butterfly, he instructed. Feel the gentle breeze against your wings, the warmth of the sun, and the scent of the flowers surrounding you. As Maya lost herself in this imaginative journey, she became aware of her mind racing with thoughts, just like the butterfly flying from flower to flower. Frustrated, she opened her eyes and said, Master, my mind is restless. How can I control it like the butterfly controls its flight? The old gardener picked a small flower petal from the ground and handed it to Maya. Hold this petal in your hand, he said. Now, imagine that each thought that arises in your mind is a delicate flower petal landing on your palm. Observe the petal, acknowledge it, and then let it go, allowing it to gently float away. Maya followed the gardener's guidance, focusing on each thought as if it were a flower petal on her palm. With practice, she realized that by observing the thoughts without becoming attached to them, they lost their power to distract her. Days turned into weeks and weeks into months. Maya continued to practice, becoming more skilled at observing her thoughts without getting carried away by them. Just like the butterfly, she learned to land briefly on each thought and then let it go, gracefully moving on to the next. One day, as Maya sat in the garden, she experienced a profound sense of peace and stillness within. She came to understand that, much like a butterfly could control its flight, she had mastered the art of mind control. After that, Maya stopped listening to her mind's constant chatter and began to appreciate the beauty of each present moment. The story of the butterfly and the garden teaches us that by observing our thoughts without attachment or judgment, we can gain mastery over our minds. Like the butterfly gracefully moving from one flower to another, we too can navigate our thoughts with lightness, freedom, and inner peace. Remember, the practice of mindfulness and observation can lead us to a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us.